guys, hope you're well. Today I want to talk about fashion trends. I saw Phoebe Taylor do a video about trends, if they are mainly online or in real life, and I think there's a lot of people doing that, but I want to do something related to me, and I wanted to know if all these fashion trends are something I would wear or not. I feel like I'm quite an average person. I'm not really too much on social media, but I kind of updated, and my fashion style is like not too crazy, so I think it would be interesting. I did a list of Phoebe's video, and then I also went on a couple of articles to see what else to add. So Adidas sambas, very unlikely to wear them. I am a Converse stan to the day I fucking die. So Adidas sambas, very unlikely. Ganni leopard print trousers. Honestly, anything like crazy funky patterns, I will not wear it. I'm really something simple. Not too crazy. So very unlikely. Bows, anything, hair, accessories, clothing, or just, I don't know, like attached to your bag or your glasses. Very unlikely. But I will point out that I was a kid once, and it's very common in Caribbean culture to just put bows and hair clips on a girl's hair. I'm not saying like 2 bows. It's like a lot of bows, a lot of hair clips, to the point like your hair does. So maybe as a kid, very likely, but right now, very unlikely. House of Sunny hackney green dress, very unlikely. Like I've said, patterns are not really my thing. I like stripes. And also that green is very out there, so yeah, no thank you. Miu Miu moto boots or the Fry campus boots, very unlikely as well. I think I have a particular style with shoes, and usually when it comes to shoes, I like something simple, timeless, that can just be styled with different outfits, and I feel like none of these would suit my style. And also the buckles at the same time on the, like, it's just, I don't like that kind of detail on my shoes, so I'll just pass. Jerseys and blockette aesthetic, they somewhat unlikely in the sense that jerseys, I do have t-shirts that are sports related, but it's not like the jersey style that we know it. And also, if I were to wear a jersey, it would be of my home country, as I motherfucking should. Hate to represent. But the whole blockette aesthetic, also, it's not really something. I have mixed up wear with like a I don't know, like with ballet flats, but I'm not actively trying to be or to do this blockette aesthetic. So I'll just say unlikely. Chunky resin jewelry, unlikely. With my jewelry, the less is better. The more dainty it is, the better. So, and honestly, the only jewelry I have is my aura ring, my necklace. To be honest, I don't really rotate my jewelry. I eat, sleep, shower, twerk. I do anything with this necklace. So, yeah, very unlikely. The Boston Birkenstocks, anything clog style or those slip-in shoes, I'll say likely. I actually ordered a pair of clogs, but it has something attached to it, so that, for example, when I go to yoga class, I don't want to wear my sneakers, and I could just slip in and then go. So I'll say likely, yes. Oh my god, is that my first likely? I think it is. Oh Jesus Christ. Micro bob. Why? Okay, honestly, I don't know why I should put hairstyles, because most of the hairstyles that you see online is catered to hair. So to be honest, my hair is, I do like my hair short. The last time I put extensions on my hair was when I was in secondary school, something like that. So I like my hair short. It's about here, which I think is like a normal bob, but when it comes to micro bob, it's like even shorter. And I think in that instance, I would say unlikely, because I don't think it would help me. Yeah, I don't think so. I like my hair short, but not that short, you know? So yeah, jorts, or I'll say maxi shorts. Very likely, because first of all, my outfit of the day actually, a dress, and then I have drawers on, but they arrive here, so they're not too short. They're not too long, what I mean. But when it comes to those maxi shorts, I do think that sometimes people go overboard with it, and it scares me. But I would say likely. In contrast, we have mini shorts, like those booty shorts. That is very unlikely. I don't need to be able to see what my certain areas look like. I feel like I would just become paranoid. I would be too scared to, I don't know, unintentionally expose myself. So no, thank you. And also, I don't know, I don't think it's very practical, especially when it's warm outside and like you're just like, I feel like you're sweating, and yeah, I don't know, thank you. The Rode lip phone case or anything Rode, very unlikely. I'm the last person to jump on a skincare makeup trend, to be honest. And that phone case is so chunky. I've seen it in real life. It's so chunky. I cannot do it. And it's not versatile. I don't know. It would piss me off actually. I do have to say, obviously, if you like and you love these trends, go ahead and like have fun. It's just from my personal opinion, I would just not wear them, or I would wear them. But so far I have only two likelies. That's crazy. Okay, cow print, cowhide, pony print. No, thank you. Like I said, I just like something simple, stripes, or just a monotone color. Nothing too crazy. And also, I feel like these kind of prints are very hard to style because you can only go with a white or black t-shirt or have a simple outfit and then have that. So I don't think I would have fun wearing those. Collectible items, so anything Sally Angels, labubus, the Miffy dolls. No, thank you. See the appeal, but first of all, people have gone too far, and then second of all, I don't have the space to just collect these kind of things. Barrel jeans. You know what? I'll say never say never. Never say never. Hey, never say never. Hey. I love jeans. Okay, I love jeans. I just love jeans. It's just the style of the barrel jeans is quite tricky to get around. I would not search and buy for one, but if someone were to give me one and it's nice, it's cute, I will wear it, you know? So yeah, I'll say never. Trench coats and peacoats. Is it peacoats? Yeah, likely. I have a trench coat, a black leather-y, full leather trench coat that I absolutely wear to death when it comes fall and winter. I think that's like those jackets with the buttons. I ordered one and I haven't worn it yet because it's summer here. It's like freaking 30 plus degrees. Hopefully I can have fun this fall. But yeah, claw clips, very unlikely. Like I said, anything hair related is quite difficult. And also when it comes to claw clips, I would just say the only time I would wear it is when I'm doing my hair and I have to section my hair before braiding it. So very unlikely. This was really specific. White round neck tees under a sweater, very likely. I've done this so many times. I feel like this is a very basic thing to do, especially when it comes to colder months and you have to layer up. Platform Uggs. To be honest, Uggs are not, it's not a pair of shoes that I would wear. And then platform on top of that, yeah, I don't think so. So very unlikely. Slick back bun. Why do I keep putting hair stuff if I know it just doesn't apply to me? But to be honest, what I will say is that I do buns. It's not gonna be slick like the love to do it. So yeah. What can I say? I'll just say yellow. I'm not gonna say it's unlikely. I'll just say likely. Polka dots. It's not a pattern that I'm too crazy about. I don't really have. I'm trying to visualize my wardrobe. Yeah, I don't have any polka dots right now. I don't think so. Yeah, I'll say unlikely. I've worn it in the past, but right now I'll say unlikely. Oval shape or like this office siren glasses, very unlikely. No, I'll just say somewhat unlikely. It's still unlikely, but I prefer anything that is big sunglasses that cover your eyes. That's my kind of shtick. Capris. In my head, it's like might as well just wear full length jeans. And if I wanted something a bit shorter, it would just come off to my ankle. And then if I want something really short, I would just have shorts. Capris are a very weird length, but it looks good on other people. It's just, to me, unlikely. Havaianas, flip-flops. To be honest, flip-flops in general, it's very unlikely that you would see me in flip-flops outside of my house. If I wear flip-flops, it's because I'm going in the bathroom to take a shower, or I'm at the beach, and it's the only acceptable footwear to wear at the beach. So with that being said, very unlikely that I would wear flip-flops. Also, I have to make a comment. Anything that does not come from a European country has to be rebranded as a Scandinavian trend to be acceptable by the masses, and that is very, very, very weird. And I just need to say that. Thank you very much. Adidas track pants. To be honest, anything that looks like sweatpants or kind of vibe, I won't wear it outside. To me, it feels like a pajama thing. I would say unlikely, but I've seen it on other people. It looks good. I think I wore that kind of thing back in secondary school, but right now, thank you. Ganni buckle ballet flats. I love ballet flats. The problem with the buckle ganni, whatever that means, it's like the Miu Miu buckle boot. It's just, there's too much detailing. The buckle is just too much for me. I like something simple. Yeah, so unlikely. Tabis. I think if there's no tabby hater, it's because I'm dead. And for some reason, I just don't like them. I've seen it in real life. Believe me, I've seen it in real life. It's not cool. I don't want to say it's not cool. It's just, I don't like it. I don't like it. The story behind the tabis, and it's really interesting. It's just, I don't like it. I honestly don't like it. And you know what I hate worse? Those 5-toe shoes. I think that for me, it just freaks me out. I would rather wear a pair of sandals than those 5-toe shoes. I don't know, but Oy. For these two, I would say very, 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 very unlikely. Okay, next one is Mary Jane shoes. I want to say it's like an elevated ballet flat, but then again, I don't feel like I've seen the right style for me. And also, it reminds me of the shoes that I would wear for a violin concert, so it kind of gives me terrifying flashbacks. But you know what? I would say never say never. Pinstripe trousers, absolutely very likely because I own one pair already, and anytime I wear it, I just love it. Oh, my worst enemy, bag charms. Oh. And also, I feel like people on social media have gone way too far with those bag charms. I understand why people do 1 or 2, but when there's 10 of them, hey, please stop. For me, multiple reasons. First one being, bag charms are not practical. I know from an aesthetic point of view, it's beautiful to look at, but practically, I hate it. When I'm opening my bag, I don't want to touch something, and then there's that. Also, from a sanitary point of view, especially the fluffy ones, like the labubus material, over time, it will just, it's like, ugh, I don't even want to think about this. How often do you have to clean it? And also, the rubbing on the bag and the clink, as the guy kind of knows, it puts me off so much, so no thank you. If people have bag charms, I'm not gonna hate them automatically, but a big pet peeve of mine is when the bag charm is bigger than the bag. The bag that I have, it came off as a bag with a bunch of bag charm, and I kid you not, the second that I got it at my house, I removed all the bag charms. So now it has nothing on it. Thank God. And also, I don't like the argument of people saying, but people get to know about you with your bag charms. They have a first impression of who you are. No, I think they do. I do understand that how you present yourself gives a first impression to someone, but I feel like especially when you have a lot of bag charms, people will not necessarily take you seriously. What I'm trying to say is that I would like not to have anything too crazy, whether it's in my clothing or in my accessories, and then people don't really have a big first impression to have from me, and then once they get to know me, they can actually make their mind from themselves. But if I already come in with a big bag with plenty of back charms. I don't know. It's just my opinion. This is how my brain works. Yeah. Next one is tattoos, especially those stamp like dainty tattoos. Well, to be honest, tattoos are never not well, I was gonna say never say never, but actually always say never. Never and never. Ever and ever. Needles and me are no thank you. And also the permanent element of a tattoo really scares me because as you grow old, you change, your body changes, and I don't know, I started getting muscles or something like that, and then it just stretches or something. Yeah, I like my beauty marks to be my tattoos, my natural tattoos. Yeah. And also, there are still a lot of tattoo artists who do not do tattoos for darker skins. And so when you see the end result, it's not good. So, peace out. So what I'm trying to say is just tattoos are very unlikely. This fashion trend is a pop of red, which very, 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 very likely something that I would do. I love red. Red is a color that I really like wearing. And I don't need to elaborate more on that. Bubble skirts, very unlikely. First of all, those kind of bubble skirts they're always short. And so the bubble effect makes it even shorter. And like I said, I don't want to expose anything that, no thank you. Loafers, very likely. I have a pair of my own. Okay, anything fur, especially faux fur, please. In this environment, please, faux fur. Very unlikely. I don't, it's like cow print or something like that. It's just not something, and then you need to take care of it. No thank you. Lace and sheer. I would say I do have sheer tops that I like to wear. Lace is a bit more difficult because I feel like you need to take a bit more care out of it. But you know what? I'll say likely. Anything like trends by colors. So brown, yellow, pastels, neon green, God forbid, khaki, tomato. Very unlikely. I feel like every time there's a color trend, it's never a color that I would wear. Brown is, I never wear brown. Yellow, I don't really like. I hate yellow actually. Yellow, I don't feel like yellow is my color. Pastels, hate pastels. Neon green, God forbid. Neon green on me, jamais la vie. And then what's the thing with having trends as food? Tomato. You can literally just say red. Oh, you well. Banana. It's just yellow. Comme, est-ce que on se fout de ma gueule en vrai? So anything trends by color, I'll say unlikely. Pencil skirts, unlikely. I feel like it's just too restrictive for me. Slouchy bags. I'll say unlikely because I prefer a structured bag. And then tote bags are something else. I wouldn't class a tote bag as a slouchy bag. Cape, drape, outerwear. Honestly, I would say likely. If I find a really cool coat that is very dramatic with the draping, yes. Over the top belting, so anything belts, unlikely. I like to have things fit me, and then if they're too big, and I won't wear them. But for me, belts just add a extra layer of stress of, does the belt work with what I'm wearing right now, and cannot be bothered. Next, funnel neck jackets, very likely. You know how frustrating it is to have a jacket and the wind just hits your chest? No, merci. Anything that can protect, parfait. Thank you. Anything plaid and check pattern, honestly, I would say likely. It's not, I think the reason why I say likely is because it's just a bunch of stripes, which I like, and then it just goes in different directions. So I'm not too mad. I don't have one specifically in my wardrobe, if I think correctly, but I'll just, I'll say never say never. Mesh shoes, to me that's borderline sandal. It's between a sandal and a belly flap, but it's leaning more towards the sandals, which you know how I feel about sandals, so no thank you. Polo neck sweaters, honestly, never say never. I feel like every time I see a cool one, it's just too expensive, so I sadly cry a bit in my head and I move on with my life. But yeah, never say never. Skinny flares. At first, I was gonna say unlikely, but then I have one pair of black trousers that do emulate that figure, and I really like wearing that trousers, that pair of trousers. But I don't think it's something I would look out for and go out of my way to buy it. I'll just say never say never. High socks, very likely. Winter. Winter, when you have boots, it's really cute when the what's it called? When the sock just peeps out of your boots. I'm all for it. Fringe. I would say unlikely. I would be so worried something getting caught in something, or I feel like it's just extra stuff to take care of, especially with the laundry and all that stuff. So thank you. No merci. No thanks. Ow. No thank you. Power suits. I do like that hyper masculine, yet with the feminine touch when it comes to power suits. It's just that with my current lifestyle, it's just not something it's not something I would wear. But I do have my job, I'll dress casually, and I would look like a fool if I just came at the office with a power suit. But power suits, I'll just say never say never. It's just a question of lifestyle. The Kendall Jenner tank top. This is why I don't take social media seriously, because what do you mean? It took you freaking a celebrity to see tank tops that you had to. Oh my god, you know what? Tank tops are actually. You know what? Kendall Jenner tank tops, very unlikely. But just wearing a tank top, very likely, because obviously I have tank tops. Okay, pajama trousers worn outside of the house. To be honest, I have this personal philosophy of never wearing pajamas outside of my house, or never wear like sweatpants outside of my house, just because I want to look somewhat presentable. Unless I'm really sick and I need to, I don't know, go get groceries, and all I have is freaking sweater pants or like pajamas, like cool pajama trousers. I'll say like, it's not like I hate it. It's just to certain settings, to most settings, you will not see me with PG trousers. I'll just say likely. Scarf styling. I own large scarves that I wear as tops, or I've never done it as a skirt. I think I've been to a skirt to wear as a skirt, but or sometimes in winter I have a baseball cap and then just tie my scarf around. Very likely. Although I would like to style it in more different ways. Anything waterproof. To be honest, only after 4+ years in the UK that I finally bought a raincoat. Well, how did I do before, actually? This is a crazy question, Cha. I do, actually. I don't know. But yeah, I'll say never say never, to be honest. I just have one raincoat that works for me. Honestly, when it comes to shoes, I've never really had rain boots. It's just my Converse or a pair of boots, like the Dr. Martens style boots that was such a weird act, I'm sorry. But yeah, I'll just say never say never. I've never been opposed to it. You know what they should do is like proper raincoat style bags, especially tote bags. Yeah, pleated skirts. And to that I say it would depend. It's not an unlikely, it's more so a never say never. I do have a pleated skirt, it's just I never wear it. And when I do, I kind of do this like double effect layer where I would have a maxi skirt underneath. But yeah. Okay, and then the last, quiet luxury. And when I've been talking about it, it has been a bit controversial because people are trying to find dupes to pretend to look rich. And to that, I'd say that there are two aspects to the quiet luxury. There's one aspect that is prioritizing quality over quantity, which in that aspect, I would say it's very likely. But at the same time, the other aspect is not having crazy pieces in attempt to look of a certain social status, to which I would say unlikely. Look, I don't have the money to look rich, and even if I did try, it wouldn't look as great. So if I combine these two, I would say unlikely to buy into this whole quiet luxury thing. I'll just buy what I can afford, and if there are pieces that I really want to, I always try to budget that. So if I counted correctly, I have 33 unlikelies, 15 likelies, and 8 never say never. I would think that I would have more, but to be honest, I'm happy with knowing that I know what I like and I know what I don't like. And I'm not trying to, how can I say this? Make an effort to be part of a certain community. I know there's a lot of conversation about finding your personal style and trying to not copy other influencers, fashion influencers. But honestly, the key of personal style is just to live your life. Just see what's your lifestyle, see what activities you actually enjoy that is outside of social media consumption. And from there, you will find pieces that fit what you actually like, but also fit your current lifestyle. I'm really happy with my current wardrobe. I'm not actively looking for new stuff to buy. So I feel at peace, honestly, to know that there's so many things online that I see that it's just, I don't like. But there are also a lot of things that I do appreciate about what people are tend to like around this time. It's just not for me. So yeah, it's cool. It's great. With that being said, I hope you like the video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.